up, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to my YouTube channel. I am your girl Adrienne, and hey y'all, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. Thank you for taking the time to click on this video to listen to what I have to say. For those that don't know, my name is Adrienne, originally from Atlanta, Georgia. Peace up, A-Town out. Okay, maybe not, but I'm originally from Atlanta, Georgia, raised in Huntsville, Alabama. I am a registered nurse. I'm an author, I'm a creative, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm also the founder of an amazing girls ministry. And I just want to say welcome. Thank you for tuning in wherever you may be watching this video from. And I want you to know that I have figured it out. And some of us literally go through life struggling, because I know I did. And so I wanted to create this channel where I actually come in, sit down with you all, have conversation, dialogue about a lot of things that we go through day to day, whether it's past trauma, childhood trauma, whether it's relationships that we can't maintain, jobs, whatever it is, this pandemic. There are a lot of things that I really want to discuss with you all, and I literally decided to just come into this place for us to get together and chat and have a good time, right? Okay? And so a little bit about me. I have noticed that with me, I have dealt with a lot of things for so long by myself, and it got lonely. And if I can be honest with you, it got lonely because not only did I push people away, but I wouldn't allow people in. And so it caused me to deal with a lot of things on my own. It caused me to not know where I was going in life. It caused me to question relationships and friendships. And so what I want to do is to be able to create that space where we can have conversation. And this is just my perception. This is not by the books. This is not right. It's not wrong, but this is where I am in my lane and what I have figured out along the journey of life. And I'm just wanting to share a little bit of wisdom with you all. And then also, if there's something that you agree with or you disagree with, you know what I'm saying, you can leave them in the comments and we can actually create more discussions, right? One thing I wanted to encourage you, especially my ladies, please, 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 love yourself, love yourself, love everything about you, love everything that you have been through, love everything that you have grown through, love everything that that's in front of you. Take time to love on yourself. We're in the month of February, right? And I know one of the things that we talk about so much is Valentine's Day. And I'm gonna be real honest with y'all, and I can't believe I'm doing this, but it is what it is. But I got to be honest and pour my heart out to you. Some of us did not love ourselves for so long. And I was one of those females, I allowed myself to look for love all in the wrong places. And I allowed myself to accept any and every type of, any type of young man. Some of them don't deserve that title, but it is what it is, because I'm not here to judge anybody or talk bad about anybody from my past. However, there were some young men that I allowed to treat me any kind of way, and I became that February 15th chick. You know what I'm saying? We talk about Valentine's Day and we get so caught up about, the gifts and finding a boo and being spoiled and all that for just one day. And then we already know that February 15th, you the side chick, right? And so it got to a point where I was like, hey, I ain't no side chick. I had to realize in that moment that I deserve better. Yeah, no, let me be honest with you. Oh, it did hurt knowing that I was that chick or the side chick, because I know I deserve better. But the circumstances that I was in at that time, I did not allow myself to drop all of my standards, have no boundaries, didn't understand my value and my worth. And so it was I just allowed this grown boy, I said what I said, to manipulate me, and I lost all kind of confidence in myself. I lost my self-esteem. I literally lost me. It took me some years, and now that I'm on the healing side of things, I want to help somebody else out, because honestly, if we're honest with each other, a lot of us go through this day to day And it doesn't have to be Valentine's Day or the day after Christmas or whatever the case may be, but we suffer in silence. And I'm coming today to let you know, boo, you don't have to suffer in silence. I have made plenty of done mistakes. I have lowered my standards to the point where literally I was almost a doorman. And like I said, I'm gonna keep it real with you. But at the same time, I know that being around people that, you know, encouraged me, and even not even people, I had to learn who God was. And that's really what we're gonna talk about too, because when you know who you are in God, you will never tolerate anything less than what you deserve. And so what I want to do is create a space where we can come, we can talk, we can chat. And then you can remember who you are and whose you are. Because what I have found out is a lot of us desire love so much that we will allow ourselves to be placed in compromising positions, compromising situations, or compromising situationships, because it's not a real relationship if you are not being treated like the queen that you are. And so as we continue to journey through this love thing, I really want to encourage somebody to say, listen, sis, that was my story, or this is my story. You can judge me if you want to, that's fine. But I know somebody out there is suffering in silence, and you don't have to. Like, I'm here. I am here for you. You're here for me. Let's hug and cuddle and, well, virtually, of course, but let's love on each other. And you know what I'm saying? Let's bring each other out, because one thing I can say is me and that guy was together like a year and a half roughly, and I honestly fell head over heels. But the reason I fell head over heels is because I did it the wrong way. I did it my way, and we'll get into that discussion a little bit later. I don't want to give too much because I want to be able to kind of build on these things, because the one thing that I learned is throughout this healing journey, I had to go back to some things in my childhood that led me into a space where I lost confidence. I didn't know who I was. I struggled with my identity. And so what I want to do is kind of go back a little bit so we can deal with those things and then build up. Because one thing, ladies, let's just be honest with each other. We desire to be loved. We desire to be protected. We desire for some man to come and sweep us off our feet and love on us and care on us, and you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I feel like it's a lot of us out here that are settling for less. And so I come against all those things. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to have, like I said, real factual conversations. And if that means putting my business out there for you to hear me, because this is taking a risk, but if I'm willing to help somebody to identify whatever it is that they struggle with, then they too will say, hey, sis, thank you so much for sharing your story, because I know it takes a lot of courage to do so. And so with that being said, as long as I know that I have helped somebody somewhere, and then also I know that this is going to be a healing journey for me, because there's some things that I still need to deal with, because I do desire to be, wait a minute, let me take that back. I am somebody's wife, and I am a mother, I am a friend, I'm so much more, but I want to continue to allow God to use me. But as he used me, I'm going to allow him to help somebody else through my story. So like I said, we got so much to cover, but I don't have time today, because we're gonna need a cup of tea, you know what I'm saying, your cup of drink, a glass of wine, whatever it is that you do. We're gonna have to have that and really kind of unpeel and unpack a lot of things. So stay tuned. Thank you so very much for tuning into my YouTube channel. Make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button, and also turn on the notification bell so when I do drop amazing content, you'll be the first to know. I love you so much, and until next time, see you later. Peace.